All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to go over the homework assignment that was due on Thursday. And then additionally, when we're done with that, we're going to look back at some of the other stuff. Not really. You need to review tonight 3.1 and 3.2. You're going to have a quiz tomorrow. It will be due on Thursday. So this will be a quiz on 3.1 through 3.3. I'll post an announcement to the board because, well, let's face it, nobody watches this. If you do watch it, like and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe! In exercises 13 through 21, determine the vertex and x and y intercepts of the given quadratic function and sketch a graph. Somebody just left and then rejoined. Like and subscribe. Okay. So let's find the vertex. To find the vertex with it in this form, we're going to do negative b over 2a. So it would be negative 6, negative of a negative 6, which makes it a positive 6, over 2 times 1. Positive 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. Now we take that 3 and plug it back in for x. 3 squared is 9. Minus 6 times 3, that's 9 minus 18, which is negative 9 plus 3. That's negative 6. Our vertex is 3, negative 6. Like and subscribe. Ring that bell. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, the y-intercept of this, because this is in polynomial form, is just 3. Y in is 3. The x-intercepts, in order to do that, I either need to do the quadratic formula or factor. What multiplies to give me 3 and adds to give me negative 6? The answer is nothing. So I'm going to need to use the quadratic formula in order to find my x-intercepts. That's going to be negative b, which is positive 6, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which would be 36, minus 4 times 1 times 3, all over 2a, which is 2 times 1. 36 minus 12 is 24. 6 plus or minus the square root of 24 over 2. I can break this 24 down. That becomes 4 and 6. Square root of 4 is 2, so the 2 comes out in front. 6 stays inside. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 plus or minus the square root of 6. And those are my x-intercepts. Well, that was lovely. All right, on to the next one. Sketch a graph. You can do that on Desmos. I'm not going to waste our time with that. Silly rabbits. This one. Here we have a vertex, x and y intercepts of the given quadratic. So, in order to, let me really show you how to help with this. When you're doing this assignment, what you should be doing is going to your table that we gave in our notes that nobody watched, so nobody got the table. Mostly, nobody watched. Mostly, nobody got the table. Like and subscribe. That didn't work. Yes, it did. Partially, not all the way. That's a shame. Okay. Anyways, look back at our table. If I look at x-intercept form, it tells us exactly how to find our vertex. S plus t over 2 finds my x value. So go back to the problem. S is switch the sign, that's a negative 2. Switch the sign on the 6 over 2. That gives us negative 8 over 2, which is negative 4. That's the x value of the vertex. To find the y value, plug that negative 4 in. Negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2. Negative 4 plus 6 is positive 2. I have negative of a negative 2, which is positive 2, times positive 2, gives us a vertex of 4, 4. To find my x-intercepts, x-ints, it's just changing the sign on these, negative 2 and negative 6. To find my y-intercept, it's just plugging a 0 in for x. So this gives us negative 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 6 is 6. 2 times 6 times negative 1 gives us negative 12. Any questions on number 20? Sketch a graph, like and subscribe. Write the following functions in polynomial form. Basically, I just have to FOIL these bad boys. You know what I'm going to do after I'm done foiling them? Does anybody know what I'm going to do after I'm done foiling? Like and subscribe. 3 x times x gives me x squared. X times 1 is plus x. Inner is negative 2 times x, that's minus 2x. Negative 2 times 1 gives me negative 2. Combine my like terms in the middle. Hey, speaking of like and subscribe. That's 3 times x squared minus x minus 2. I can't stop doing it now. This is a problem. Distribute my 3. It gives me 3x squared minus 3x minus 6. Like and subscribe, ring the bell. Next one, leave the negative 2 out in front. X times x is x squared. Outer is negative 2x. Inner is negative 5x. Last is positive 10. There's like and subscribe terms. So negative 2x minus 5x is negative 7x. That's negative 2x squared minus 7x plus 10. Distribute the negative 2. Negative 2x squared plus 14x minus 20. If you want more cool content like this, it's always important to like and subscribe. That's how I get my viewers. It's how I get my money. It's how I can know who's reaching out to me so I can reach back out to you. Who knows? Maybe I will like your comment. Comments at the bottom. And I have more videos. You can check those out in my links. Go to my channel, like and subscribe. Write the following functions in x-intercept form. So to do this, what I should really do is look at my table, polynomial form. To go to x-intercept, what I need to do is find my next x-intercepts and then just put them back in. So it's an easy process. Negative b, it gives me positive 3, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 9, minus 4 times 1 times negative 4, all over 2 times 1. Negative 4 times 1 times negative 4, that's a positive 16, plus 9 gives me 25. Square root of 25 is 5, so that's 3 plus and minus 5 all over 2. 3 plus 5 over 2 is 8 over 2, which is 4. I don't know what's happening. We have problems. Houston, there's a problem. 4, okay, we're fixed. So this would be 4 and 3 minus 5 is negative 2 over 2 is negative 1. Those are my x-intercepts. To put it in x-intercept form, x minus 4, x plus 1. Like and subscribe. Do the same thing for number 27. Number 30, if I need to write this in transformation form, I need to complete my square. So the first thing I'm going to do is group these together like they like each other. That's x squared plus 4x. Take my b term, divide by 2, and square it. 4 over 2 squared is 4. That's what I add on inside of here. Then if I'm adding it on inside, I have to subtract it on the outside. Now, it's always important to remember what you got whenever you did the 4 over 2, because that's what this is going to turn into. It's going to be x plus 2 squared minus 9. That is transformation form. The only caveat for this is that, caveat, that's a big word. The only caveat for this is that we can't do it whenever we have a negative or any number other than 1 out in front. So if I group these together, I first need to divide by negative 3. So I'm going to factor out a negative 3. That leaves me x squared plus 2x. Leave my gap, and then minus 1. Now I do my b over a and square it. So 2 over 1 squared. I'm sorry, it's 2 over 2 times 1 squared, where my thought process is. 2 over 2 is 1, 1 squared is 1, so I'm adding a 1 here. Now, because I had a negative 3 times that, it's really subtracting a negative 3, so I need to add a 3 outside of here. Anytime I had to pull this 3 out in front, whenever I'm putting this part in, I have to make sure that I'm accounting for this coefficient out here. So this becomes negative 3 times x plus 1 squared plus 2. All right, that's it for the homework. Look over 3.1 and 3.2. If there are no questions, I don't see anybody with any questions. So have a good day. Don't forget, you have a quiz tomorrow, and definitely like and subscribe.